Well, hello, how are y'all doing up in the dub? Now we talking to Virgo in the house. Now, Virgo, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Now, it might not go the way everybody wants everything to come out like peaches and cream, and it don't work like that. The energy is energy, okay, y'all? And y'all like, share, subscribe. And this is only for the people that want to listen. Ain't nobody trying to tell y'all I'm here to save you and make you feel like I'm a saint. No, I'm just me, baby. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man or woman. I love y'all from a general place where loyalty comes first. I show love because that's what I do. Now, what's coming out for you, Virgo, and my newcomers? What to do? And I ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Metron to protect me as I do this reading. And I ask for any spell work. I ask knock it down immediately. Now, someone says you can't go back to yesterday. Somebody 44. They wanted to know why they can't go back to yesterday. So somebody been in their daydreaming why I can't go back to yesterday, because yesterday was better. What else is going on? So somebody because they says no need to fear. Somebody could be 18 and they're having fears, and they want to go back to yesterday. I don't mind. I understand we got fears. Everybody do. But you got to go ahead and you got to grow up as part of lessons that you signed up for. We learn our lessons. We go out there and do it. And sometimes you got to investigate the information you need. Somebody could be born on the 7th or 7 days. They might go investigating. Somebody wants to go investigating, but they got to become more braver. Somebody 5, they need to become more braver. Also, and let y'all know, this is my Cash App and my PayPal. If you want to donate to me, if you don't, that's fine. I still love you. Ain't no love lost. Some people don't. Money's hard right now, and everybody goes to that. If somebody says the right way, right now we're trying to find the right way where to go. Somebody could be 21 trying to find the right way, but you need to keep your temper in check. Somebody 20, you need to keep your temper in check, because we all are mad here. There's a lot of people mad on the 23rd, so 23rd of your birthday. Some people are just pissed off because of the uncertainties. They don't know. 39, somebody feels like something is just, they don't know what's going to happen, and so they need to set their course. Somebody could be 22, they don't know what's next and what's going to happen to you. But see, I'm going to tell you something. You got to go with the flow, because I'm learning that as if you knew it was going to happen, it would probably put you in a state of shock. So why would we go put ourselves in a state of shock when we don't have to? So let's see what's coming out for you on this situation. Allegedly, just have faith and keep your head up. Don't go in them. Even when you're doing bad, you got to think of good things. You got to know. There's better, because we all go through karma. And we all have to grow up from our mistakes. We make them, man. I mean, we make bad mistakes, but hey, that don't mean we live in them. Somebody was enraged in the past. Allegedly, they had a lot of rage. This person had a lot of rage in the past, allegedly. This Virgo, but somebody was doing candle magic on them, but it backfired because they was trying to do candle magic. See, the evil is around you. Some evil was around you, and you need to know, and danger was around you, but see, the angels done saved you because it's in reverse. They ain't letting it go down. They said that's bull. They do not back down from your opponent. Stay straight and keep going on your voyage. Don't let these put a street tag on you. They was going to try to put a D street tag on you, but that ain't going to happen because it's not in your cards, because it's in reverse. I keep telling people, sometimes it ain't for you to, if it ain't your life, man, you can't make it come to. See, there's some witches that can do it, but you got to not believe in yourself. You got to be low vibration. I mean, they got to get you down like on drugs, and you almost a hooker, you're selling yourself. And that's why they do that, because they know when they tell people on you, that's why even when you join up for secret societies, you got to have something about you they won't. But usually it's your energy, and people sell their energy like it's just $2, baby. Your energy is worth millions and even trillions, because they need it to survive. That's what you didn't know. A lot of people here need it to survive, allegedly. And they don't have energy, they don't survive. They don't live long because they not of this planet. Some people you just don't know. It says, I left because of a lot of games in the past. This person lied on family and friends. There were a lot of games. There was just, you effed up. but now you are smarter, so it will not happen again. Just be careful. You gotta be careful with your life. Don't always think that you gotta make excuses for your wrongs, but you gotta make it right though. And I don't care how you do it. If you do it by words, if you do it by actions, if you do it by just showing that I care. I effed up, but I learned my lesson, because I'm supposed to learn these lessons, because they're already been written down. Somebody named Harry, you better learn, Harry. This has already been written down, these lessons that you signed up for. We signed up for this when we came in this world. So that's why I was telling people, everybody like, why this happened to me? No, we signed up for some good life, but see, they changed it. There's evil people in the world know who you are. They read your cards when you're born. And if you're starved, they're going to go in there and try to steal it. They're going to try to steal from you as you're a baby and do magic and stuff allegedly on you. That's secret society shit, and get you to do, and do mind control and get you to sacrifice your people and your family so you can have fame and fortune. But, some people got brains, see, they don't want you to go through this spiritual awakening, but you're going to go through it anyway. See, they don't want you to go through this spiritual awakening. They're trying to stop you because they don't want too many people waking up in this place, because they can't fool us anymore. They can't play games on us in the street. See, there's a mental lady has two sides to them. See, somebody has two sides to them, really. They do. They said, your experience is a sense of unease because you're digesting recent experience, but the resulting insight will be rewarding. It's going to be rewarding once you understand what's going on with this person. Because somebody said, I don't understand you, I can't even make it up. And I just said, once you understand this person. They said, I don't understand you. They said, build your life back up while you leaving the smaller pieces behind. Just period. You got to build your life back up. Go ahead and do it. But sometimes you gotta get into what you're supposed to do. And sometimes the universe will push you to it. They will. Somebody said they were single and they was not single, allegedly. Something about 2019, 2023. Somebody did an M on a man, a lady, a family, or kids. Somebody took somebody out in 2019 and 2023, family and kids. Somebody in the family did something to somebody. They did it to this wasn't a high priest. Well, this was a high priestess in the past. This may have been a high priestess in the past. They took out, allegedly. Somebody could have been 75 years old, allegedly. Somebody was a star seed in the past too. Somebody named Uncle Gene. Oh, somebody took out Uncle Gene. Well, if this is my uncle, I call justice and judgment for it. Somebody took somebody out in 2023. My Uncle Gene with blood rituals. They were doing blood rituals on my Uncle Gene. A judge will not put you in a jail. Uncle Gene is saying, don't worry about it. They're not going to put you in jail because they know they was clowning doing them rituals. And they know they was allegedly. And they want to play dumb and they want to get you in back. No, I got your back. Don't worry about it. Uncle Gene said, I got your back. You might thought I was in that grave. Y'all thought I was in that grave. Where is Uncle Gene right now, Spirit? Where is my Uncle Gene? They're talking about allegedly. Where is my Uncle Gene here? They're talking about allegedly. Because my Uncle Gene come out. I know when that uncle, because I made that card for him. What's the deal? Yeah, child. It's something about a child. What about this child, Uncle Gene? When you was a child, what happened to this child allegedly? Okay, they did a homicide on, or they thinking about doing, they did a homicide on a child, allegedly. They trying to say, the Uncle Gene is trying to say, and that's what's hidden. They don't want nobody to know that they did a homicide on a child too, allegedly. What else, what they do to you, Uncle Gene? Yeah, they said they loved me. But I was addicted to some abuse and neglect in the past, and I love this person. Y'all like, subscribe. I'll be back.